The three issues which I would like to harp upon, and we are working on those three issues. The first one is improving the quality and the productivity of the small sector. Well, the sector has been facing problems because of imports due to the reason that we have not been able to upgrade our quality. The productivity has been much less. Why? We remember a delegation was taken to China about some time back, and the industry, those who participated in the delegation, requested me that they wanted to study as to how is their production much more than our production. What are the factors? How are they able to achieve higher production levels and reduce their cost, which we are not able to do that. We would like to study that. We mounted a delegation to China, and we went and studied there. We went to about 15 units manufacturing hand tools. It was a hand tools delegation. We studied as to how are they able to produce much more and reduce their cost and export. In fact, the exports of the hand tool sector is about 60% from China to the world, and our country represents only 20-25%. We studied the processes, we studied the technology available. We were hoping that the technology would be much superior, but the technology is as primitive or as advanced as we had in India. It was only the processes, it was only the discipline, it was only the layouts which were different, and we were surprised. So these are the things which need to be taken care of in order to improve the quality, in order to improve the productivity. So that aspect has to come from the industry. The government has been doing its role. There are various programs to improve the packaging. There is a program to improve the quality in terms of ISO 9000 certification. The government has a scheme. The processes improvement, the layout improvements, the productivity improvement has to come from the industry. There is another program which the government has been implementing, is the credit linked capital subsidy scheme for technology upgradation. This is a wonderful scheme in order to improve the technologies of the industries. And once you improve the technology, as Mr. Gupta also mentioned, technology plays a greater role in improving your productivity as well as quality. So that is first aspect that I thought is very important, and we all have to work together. Government has implemented the schemes, but the industry has to avail the schemes and really come forward to improve the quality and the productivity. The second aspect that was coming to my mind in order to improve the competitiveness of the small industry to face the global competition is the price. Now, it's a very, broad issue as to how do we reduce the price. The price depends on the cost of inputs, the availability of inputs, as the economists have also mentioned. How do we reduce the input cost? The input comprises mainly of, the majority of the inputs comprises of two elements. One is the raw material and second is the cost of finance. Raw material availability, in fact, is very important. The country has already implemented various pragmatic policies in order to free the raw material availability. The government institutions like NSIC have also been playing their role in making available raw material from whatever sources we can tap. Our Honorable Minister recently talked to other public sector companies also in order to make available raw material at cheaper prices. But well, in the globalized environment, you have to have the, market-oriented forces playing as far as the raw material. But we have to really think on these lines that raw material composition, which comprises of 60 to 70%, has to be competitive. The inventory management has to be really effective. We cannot afford to indulge in wastages, and again it leads to the issue of improving the processes, reducing the wastages, cutting down on the raw material composition, making available the raw material from whatever sources we can do in a better way. That is very important.